Sunny days don't seem so wet. Stormy nights don't stay. From the moment that we met, you were worth the wait. Oh, this could be the best thing that I'll ever know. Talk for hours, I never slept. Two silhouettes on the concrete steps. We watched the sun as it slowed.
Okay, hi guys, welcome to my channel. It's your girl EfyaKimora here. If you're old here, thank you so much for coming back, and if you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe and also turn on your notification bell for more interesting and adventurous videos. So in today's video and in today's episode in the Eastern region, we are here at the Tetteh Quarshie Cocoa Farm here in the Eastern region in a town called Mampong. So we are going to learn the history, how Tetteh Quarshie brought, how did he bring the cocoa to Ghana. I learned Tetteh Quarshie swallowed the cocoa from Fernando Po to Ghana. Is it true? Let's go find out.
Okay, by this man called Tetteh Quarshie, and that's just the portrait of him that we have in here. And Tetteh Quarshie was a Ghanaian, meaning he was from Accra, and also a blacksmith by profession, who was working with the Basel missionaries in Ghana here. And there was a contract which was given to them at Fernando Po, currently located as Equatorial Guinea. So when they got there, through the work with the Basels, that defines a plant in which we Ghanaians, we usually call it cocoa. But when you travel outside Ghana, or a Spanish man will call it cacao. Cacao. And whenever the pods are ready for harvesting, we see them to be yellow in color. But when it's not, that is where we see it to be green. So he was having an interest in that cocoa plant, and he decided to return back some of the pods in Ghana. But in those days, it wasn't allowed to be taken out a foreign material like the cocoa from a different country back to your own country. So it was through a smuggle process where Tetteh Quarshie got opportunity to introduce the cocoa to Ghana. But now there is a history behind that. Tetteh Quarshie swallowed the cocoa beans before he was able to introduce it to Ghana, which is impossible, because from Equatorial Guinea back to Ghana here in those days was 6 weeks journey by sea. And also, due to low technology in those days, they were not having the aeroplane for the traveling. So they were like traveling either by walking or by the sea with a ship. And Tetteh Quarshie came by the sea, and it took him 6 weeks. So I always ask of myself that, will it be possible for a person to be living for a whole 6 weeks without visiting the washroom?
Yeah, it's not possible.
Yes, it's not possible. So it is never true that Tetteh Quarshie swallowed the cocoa beans before he was able to introduce it to Ghana. But what he did was that, because he was a blacksmith, he was having a toolbox in which his working tools are kept. So immediately he got the pods, he removed the tools from the box, and he hid 6 of the ripe cocoa pods under the tools in the box. And due to that low technology, they were not also having the scanning machine that we have today to check whether he was having something smuggled like the cocoa. So they only asked Tetteh Quarshie to open his box for them to see the kind of item that he was having in the box. And when he opened it, they only found the working tools.
So the working tools were on top?
Yes,
and the cocoa were?
And the cocoa pods are not too big. I will show you some of the 5 cocoa pods. So
okay.
If you've not seen some before, you see them. So he had 6 of them under the tools in the box. So when he opened it, they all found the tools, and they couldn't think that he was having something like the cocoa. Thereby, Tetteh Quarshie got opportunity to introduce the cocoa to Ghana.
My first time of hearing this.
Yes. I even learned it when I was in school, that he also swallowed it, which is impossible.
Ready?
So this is a cocoa. If you haven't seen a cocoa before,
once
this
you've come here
cocoa
like this, maybe you can try to swallow some of the beans. Okay, and look at the day or the hours that the beans will last in your stomach there.
There is no.
You can't keep it for more than 3 days because by all means you'll be using the washroom and the beans will be coming out.
Tetteh Quarshie from this town.
Accra, I said Accra.
He said
It was from Osu. Yes. Tetteh.
Then why did he bring the cocoa here?
Alright, so you see, he was from Accra, and even if it were to be me, that's what I would be doing. I would be like to have the cocoa farm at Accra, but you know, cocoa is a kind of crop. It doesn't like too much of heat areas, and also a land that contains a lot of salty. And he was residing at Osu, which was very closer to the sea. So that is the main purpose why he came down to Mampong, EfyaKimora, to settle up here and acquire a piece of land which is very good and also fertile, that will be suitable for cocoa plantation. And for God being on his side, he got this land in Mampong, and he started his very first cocoa farm in the year 1879. Okay, so here we come to one of the original trees planted in the year 1879 by Tetteh Quarshie. And I told you earlier that we still having 2 of them in the farm. This one and the one down there with the post. So these 2 trees are the very good cocoa trees. You see, there is a stump here. Okay. You know.
A stump, that means the main cocoa plant that he brought.
That he planted.
Okay, so
these are the offshoots.
Offshoots.
From the one that he planted. Please, you understand?
Yeah.
So you see, maybe you would be thinking that once these trees are quite old, they should be very bigger and also taller than the one we've seen. But cocoa trees that grow to become all that bigger, and they become much big. So for you to know, unless you check on the number of sprouts or the number of offshoots that the tree is having, and that will tell you, the farmer, that your cocoa trees are very, very old. So looking at these old ones, the new ones, you see that none of them are having one. You see?
Offshoots like a plantain.
Please come down.
Oh.
Are you a fan? You see, this one should be the original one that he planted. See, this one is stand now. You understand? And these are the offsprings, okay, or the offshoots. It's the same.
Yeah, like the children.
Like the children.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
So these ones are old enough, but by the time this one will die, you see that this one will come and replace them. And also before these two ones will also die.
Yeah,
there should be a new offshoot or offspring before they die. So that's how it is. And we only see this in the amelonado variety, not in any other variety like the hybrid and then the Amazonian. So the Amazonians, they are always just with a single trunk. So that is why when the lifespan ends, then that is the end of it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, come show them the cocoa. So this is a cocoa.
These ones are not ripe.
Pod. They are green.
So they are green means that, like, they are not ripe.
Yeah.
They are not ripe.
Oh, okay.
Mama cocoa.
What will go and you say?
depends on the variety. You know, he brought only one variety, and it is the amelonado variety. But because the amelonado has a very longer gestation period, we start from the period of 6.5 to 7 years. That is when you plant a seed of the amelonado. Before you can start harvesting the ripe cocoa pod, will be taken from that 6.5 to 7 years. It's a quite longer time. So that is why they went deep into research and come out with a variety which the gestation period will be very shorter or limited. And that is the hybrid and then the Amazonian. So for them, when you plant it, you will be starting your harvesting from the period of just 2.5 to 3 years. But for them, can also last for 25 to 30 years. Then you have to rehabilitate your cocoa farm. Because after the lifespan of the 30 years, you will still have your trees in your farm, all right, with the flowers, but you will not have cocoa pods. And you can also give all the necessary controls in your farm without earning anything. So for that matter, you cut the trees down and plant new ones.
How big is the farm?
It's now 0.38 hectares, roughly 1 acre.
1 acre.
Now, back in those days, it was bigger than this.
Okay.
But just that when Tetteh Quarshie died, there was no one to control the farm. And some people just encouraged to the land because the land wasn't sold to him in those days. It was given to him freely, yes.
Ladies first. Go and taste it. Ladies first.
You can take
Nana?
one up.
We can take so also
So I want you
tasting.
to enjoy on this.
Okay.
And then you take this as a second hand.
Yeah, they back cool. Hey, Lana.
You take a souvenir of the Beko.
Ready?
So this is a cocoa. If you haven't seen a cocoa before, this is a cocoa. Cocoa seed.
So it is dinner. MTV actually.
Okay guys, so thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and you've learned a lot that Tetteh Quarshie never swallowed a cocoa to Ghana. But yeah, so until meet again in my next, I got a cocoa here for free. The entrance fee is 20 Ghana cedis per person, and I got a cocoa for free. Until meet again in my next video, it's a girl EfyaKimora. I love you and bye bye. Stay tuned for my next video. Bye.